All right, welcome. We're building the Krieg Combat Patrol. I'm working on the Death Corps of Krieg squad in the Combat Patrol. And I'm going to also do some painting. So after I build up the rest of the squad, we'll get to work painting probably the special weapons guy just to test out my color scheme on these plastic minis. And then we'll go from there. Hopefully I can get the rest of the combat squad, or the command squad rather, painted up pretty soon. Welcome everybody. It's been a while since I've made any videos. I've actually been in the Bay Area helping out my mother-in-law with a big garage sale that she had, and that's totally thrown off my whole schedule for October because it's always a big thing to pack up the family and move them down to the mother-in-law's for a couple of days, or in this case like a couple of weeks it was that we were there. So I'm glad I'm back. I picked up the Krieg Combat Patrol box, and I really like it. I think for a new player, it's got a great variety. I wish they kind of leaned into the infantry heavy aspect of the Krieg, attrition, meat grinder aspect of the army, but I think they did that with the battle force boxes. If you guys saw those coming out, you get way more infantry guys. I think another squad of these, maybe take out the Death Riders, but you know what? I'm totally okay because this allows people to see what Krieg is all about, build up the different models. All right, engineering with Krishna Mishra. Nice, brother. Thank you. Be careful commenting because he blocks people whose names sound a little too foreign. What? Be careful commenting because he blocks people. I block people who are rude and abusive to other people, but I try to be pretty light with the block button. Hello, it's nice. Are you live? I am live. What color scheme are you going for? Traditional? You know, I've always done traditional. The 143rd Regiment has always been one that I love doing. Dark brown trousers and like blue coats. But I don't know, I've seen some great tutorials online, painting guides for doing them in like American US colors, greens and beige. It is Warhammer, yes, it's Warhammer 40,000. Show how to do this. This is the Krieg Combat Patrol, specifically the Death Corps of Krieg squad that comes in the Combat Patrol. I linked the Combat Patrol in this video, so you can check it out if you want to pick one up for yourself. In fact, if you click the link, you can actually pick up this box for $30 less. Like I paid full price at the store on a new release day, so I paid 170 USD, but I clicked, I found the affiliate link that's selling it for 140. So if you are interested in getting this model for, or these models for even bigger of a discount than I got them for, because you get a little bit of a discount when you buy them in a Combat Patrol. It shaves off some of the retail price, but Jeezy Pete's. I also linked the product for this. This is the glue that I use. It's the Tester's non-toxic liquid cement. And I like it because there's no smell to it. And my wife has a very, very sensitive sense of smell. So the fact that I can use this, like literally in the same room with her now. Before I used to use the Tester's red label, the liquid cement from Tester's that was with the red label. And she could smell that from like across the house. It has a very strong odor. But these models I'm building with this Yeah, Warhammer 40. I don't know much about this world, but I heard Henry Cavill. Yep, Henry Cavill is making a show. I can't buy them because I don't have that much. Is this your first Krieg box, or did you get the Krieg box set? I did not get that Krieg box. Please show a tutorial how to make it. Well, so when you buy a combat patrol, it comes with a number of different squads for the army. So these are all boxes you can buy separately, right? But when you get a combat patrol, you get all of them together for a little bit of a discount than you normally would. Now, I've already done a video on this, the command squad. Since building them, I primed them up, and I'm gonna probably paint this guy tonight just to test out my color scheme. In fact, I'll put him on my cap here. And it's a veteran guardsman. There's also a servo skull scribe. It looks like two floating skulls writing on a roll of toilet paper. It's a fun unit. You get a comms operator who's just chilling, listening to some lo-fi tunes. You get, like I said, your Krieg Lord Commissar. You get your banner bearer here. Then you get the medic and one more close combat guy. I mentioned this in my review, but it's interesting that this medic is the only Krieg model that doesn't have his helmet on. So you could paint up his skin and his hair swept back like that. But I also like that in this model, the glue point is here on the strap, but it looks pretty seamless. So it's a cool looking effect. And this one was the easiest model to build of the whole set, because it was only like 3 pieces, and then the little like vials. But there's like 3 or 4 pieces. The rest of these guys you have to do. I'll show you actually. All of these guys have 3 pieces for their bodies. The back part, their leg, it's like a dismembered leg. You got to slot in, and then the front part. And it makes it a little bit more difficult. So the same design for those is the same as it carries over to the rest of the squad. Okay, let me go up and read some of these comments. Clip your nails. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Random. My wife tells me that all the time. Very cool. Hello, Blame PS. Medic. Is Krieg your favorite regiment, or do you have another favorite? I think Vostroyan is my favorite. But you know what? Then I see my Catechins, and I'm like, Catechins are my favorite. And then I see my Cadians, and I'm like, Cadians might be my favorite. I've never painted Armageddon Steel Legion, though. I ain't a woman. That's right, man from Tungsten. I'm a man. Is this from Team Fortress 2? Nope. What's the only guy with more parts? I think the guy with the most parts. I would say they have like an equal number of parts. So if you take a look at this is the build guide. So just to build one of these regular riflemen, you get 3 parts, like I said. The back part, the dismembered leg, the front lower half. So all 3 of those go together. You put that on the base. The head goes on. There's no posability with the heads. The heads are always going to face the same direction because they fit exactly onto the neck part. There's no moving them around. It's not like the older kits where you could kind of angle the heads to face different directions. And then you put on their backpack, and then 2 arms, usually the left arm that cuts off at the wrist. The right arm has the weapon, and then the wrist attaches to the hand, which is built onto the weapon. That's what it looks like. WarbossTae up in this mug. What's up, Nate? What kind of basing are you going to do? Trench, urban, swamp? I am going to be doing a very simple trench base using this product. It's AK's Dark Earth and Muddy Ground. Basically, it is like glossy mud that you just slather onto a base, and then it dries. I think it dries without the gloss effect. It dries pretty matte. Maybe it does dry wet, this one. I don't know, but it comes out looking really nice, like actual mud, and it's like perfect for trench kind of applications. Product name is AK Terrain's Dark Earth Acrylic Diorama. I should see if there's anyone that sells this. I can link it in the products But yeah, if you're interested in checking out the Combat Patrol, it's linked in the video, as well as my glue that I use, my liquid cement. Hello, Mr. D's. Okay, I've got 3 more to build, but you know what? Let's take a little break so I can paint one of these guys up, and I can show you my Krieg color scheme. Now, when I paint, especially Astra Militarum, I like to start from the bottom up. I've got also, I'm going to be using these, the Master series from Golden Maple, has some really, really nice brushes. You get 3 dry brushes and 4 detail brushes. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description and head over to Golden Maple, and you can use the promo code WART, W-A-R-T. That will give you 10% off of your order. Right, now that that's out of the way, let's paint this dude. All right. Oh, thank you, Barava. I appreciate it. Favorite paint brand? Just started about 7 months ago and only been using Citadel paint pots. If you're looking for a really nice white color, a hunt, then I would recommend Pro Acryl's Bold Titanium White. And if you want a really nice gold color, then I love this. If you can find it on eBay or Amazon, Metal and Alchemy's Necro Gold, you can get it in their Metal and Alchemy set from Scale Color. This is like the best gold. It has a very nice application. It makes anything look like old, evil. If you're looking for an old, evil-looking gold, I can't even think of a related Citadel color. Other than that, I usually paint using Citadel brand paints just because it's easy for me as a YouTuber. I can share with people what I'm doing, and you can kind of see. Okay, so, man, I am not really too experienced painting up these plastic death core. I've painted up a ton of Forge World resin death core of Krieg, but I've only painted the veteran guardsman death core of Krieg. So I'm going to be using the same color technique I use for all of them. Yeah, I made a whole review on the command squad, and I'm going to be doing a review on the entire combat patrol once I'm finished painting. I like to start from the bottom and work my way up. Sometimes, if it makes more sense, I will just knock out all the same colors. Like I'm going to be using this Mornfang brown for the backpack as well, so I might as well just paint it. And also any straps. The Krieg are some of my favorite models to paint because I really love their World War I trench warfare aesthetic. I think that's why most people get to using them. It's just fun with the gas masks. Although, you know what? The gas masks aren't as nice as the Forge World ones. Here, I've got... So these are the Forge World ones. I like the almost like weird looking anteater cloth masks that they have. I just think they look so much nicer. They kind of taper up to a point in the center that fold. Just look really good. And when you look at these guys, they have some kind of like skull design on it, which the Forge World ones did have too, and they're I don't remember actually which was it. The Grenadiers had the skull masks, but I much prefer the old school resin, the Forge World gas masks. They just looked cooler in my opinion. All right, thanks for the likes. Have you read any Guard books? Hunt, my favorite are, oh yeah, I like Steel Tread and Baneblade. I really like the Caiaphas Cain books. Those are terrific. 7 a.m. on a Saturday, and I'm ready to work on my combat patrol. Nice. What's up, Night Trap? Night Trap. I'm trying to see because I'm not used to painting Krieg in plastic. Is this like the rebreather unit? It looks like it's built into the breastplate, like it's metal. So you know what? I'm going to paint it as metal. Now I use Dryad bark for the trousers as well as for the gloves. It's kind of funny that you can't really see their trousers. They're this guy's at least. All right, let's get on to the leg bindings. I just woke up and I don't feel like painting, so sleeping, so I paint. That is good. Wait, it's Saturday, isn't it Sunday? Or is today Saturday? What's today's date? Oh boy. Yep, slay the gray. Hey, bacon burgers. All right, so my Krieg color scheme is start off with a dark application of the Fang. And of course, using Games Workshop Citadel paints. Look at this. Beautiful. Thanks, Citadel. Thanks, James. James Workshop, you did it again. You absolute mad lad. Oh boy. Put user in time out. Boop. I wonder if, okay, I usually use the Fang as the first color, but I'm just gonna build up. Yeah, I know. I put him in timeout for 24 hours. Why would you do that? Why would you go to somebody's stream and just start clowning like that? Like, you think that's gonna just fly and everybody's gonna be, oh yeah, that's so awesome. That's so awesome, man. You're so cool. Timeout. Making the rest of us Americans look bad. All right, it's kind of really terrible that my the Fang is all messed up in the pot because it's really the best color for a base coat for your Krieg. If you're trying to do the 143rd Regiment, I wonder if I can shake this guy up. All right, yeah, I shook it up. It seems to be okay. It seems to be okay. Just gotta give it a good shake. Anybody gonna get the White Scars Combat Patrol today? Or has anybody picked up the White Scars Combat Patrol? I'm not even gonna ask about the Iron Hands one, man. That one just is sad with the the 2 sentry auto turret things. Sheesh. I don't know. Have those things ever been good since they released it? I think I got one in an eBay lot for like 99 cents because the guy was just like, I'm never going to use this. Nobody is going to play it. So I was like, oh, I'll buy that thing for 99 cents. How many Russes do you have in your army? I don't have any. I actually don't have an army, guys. Contrary to popular belief, I just paint miniatures for YouTube and to sell them on my eBay channel so I can support my family. If you'd like to help a war boss out, you can throw me a super chat or check out my eBay, WarbossTae. But yeah, it's really like, I used to collect, I used to try to have at least a combat patrol of every single army. I thought that was something cool to try to do, or like a spearhead for my Age of Sigmar, but lately I've just been painting to sell on eBay. I'm also a commission painter, so hey, if you like what you see and you're interested in booking me, I've actually got a client that's going to send me his Krieg army box. So this is good practice for me. I want to get these guys painted up and put them up on eBay as soon as possible, just to see what it's like to paint them, how much I can get for them. And then, yeah, try to see how fast I can get my clients done. I used to paint. I'll teach you how I do my Krieg silver too, before I continue with that other line of thought. So to do Krieg silver, you just paint these armor plates in lead belcher. What's up, Ruma? Having a single army becomes quite a commitment. Yep, that's true. So to paint, the way I do Krieg metal is I just paint these armor plates in silver, lead belcher. And then once that's dry, I do a layer of black Templar contrast paint. And so what that does over silver, over lead belcher, is that it's going to allow you to still see a little bit of this silver undertone underneath. And that is going to make it look really cool. It's going to give you a little bit of a depth and just an interesting looking color, other than doing like a straight black armor plate. So a little tip of the day, it's a very simple process. All right, bolt cutters, some grenades here on the backpack. This is actually painting up pretty quickly, which is very good. I'm gonna actually paint his 2,000 points of every current GW Major Regiment. That would be awesome, Hunt. Oh man, if you can get 2,000 points of Vestroyans, Valhallans, and Talarn Desert Raiders, then I will bow down to you, because that would be just amazing. I like Castellan green as the color for any like official army color. So even though they've all got their own regimental colors, I do this with my Cadians too. Like all of their weapons, heavy weapons, artillery, anything that is like a standard mass-produced thing. So in this case, like their rebreather tanks. Yeah, there's nothing else I would paint Castellan green, but I think it's a really cool color. It's a little pop of color that looks really nice. All right, here's another tip of the day for you guys. I always talk about how I use my Walmart acrylic paint. I bought this at Walmart for, I have the price tag, like $3. This tube of black paint, and I'm gonna probably gift it to my grandson because it will still be good. There's just so much black paint in here. You don't need to spend $8 on a little tub of Abaddon black. Go with the acrylic. And the reason for that is because these tubes are so cheap. They mass produce them because black is a color that's always going to be the same. It's always going to look the same. It's always going to be black. It's not like rust gray where it needs to have a really specific look to it and a specific shade. Black will always be black. And Abaddon black is a black acrylic paint. So why not use a black acrylic paint that you can get for super cheap and save your money? Especially because Citadel paint pots are notorious for being just absolutely terrible. Case in point, my rust gray right here. Let's help him out by painting his base. That way I can see a little bit more what I'm doing and it'll look more interesting for you guys. My baby's starting to cry. If my wife needs my help to watch the baby or pick up the baby and rock her back to sleep, then I might have to leave you guys for a little second. If that happens, just make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications bell ding 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 so that if I do have to cut the stream, if I start it again, like you'll know about it and come back. Also, if you'd like to join my community, I've got a Discord for channel members. I offer some free stuff like digital downloads of daily trackers, calendars, stuff like that. Some people, if you've come to my channel because you've seen my memes, then being a channel member allows you access to my memes like as soon as I upload them, sometimes a week before I actually publish them. So I don't know, if that's something you're interested in. All right, now to do the masks of the Krieg, this is what I do. I paint lead belcher on their eyes. Then what I do is, I can also hit the buttons with these lead belcher right now. All right, after I do the eyes, I will take my black paint and I will paint their soulless black eye lenses. And coming from the bottom because they have a lip on the helmet. It's always good. But see, when you do this, you perfectly paint in black soulless eye lenses with that silver rim around it. Now, just like my gas masks for my resin Forge World, teach the baby to paint. Oh my goodness, that's hilarious. Freddy Man. I have a tank, 3 Death Tread, 1 Virulent Lord. Who should I build next? Virulent Lord. I like it. All right, so I'm going to use Steel Legion. Man, I hate this. Every time I stop painting with something for a while, I open it back up and it's all messed up. These pots are the worst. I'll show you how the Necro Gold looks, just because it's such a great color. Such a great color. Pix, how are you, my friend? I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't been posting in a while, like lives. Good to see you, buddy. I hear the rain falling outside my window. All right, so this is, the color I'm using is Necro Gold from Scale Color Metal and Alchemy set. Used to be able to buy this whole set of paints for like 45 bucks. You get like 6 or 7 gold paints and then a couple of like alchemy effects, which is basically like colored gold, red, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. Man, my kids watching a lot of Miss Rachel. They love it. They love it so much, like they recognize her name. If you say, you guys want to watch Miss, and as soon as they hear Miss, they start nodding their heads like, yeah, Miss Rachel. Right, and then we'll do the insignia a little too much. It's a good live stream. I built up one Krieg trooper and I painted up, hopefully I'll have painted up this entire guy here. I am well, got a lot going on. I know, I hear you. Dr. Respect, and that looks awesome. Thank you. Did you not drill the barrel? No, I didn't. And you know what? I am not going to, but I'm going to hide it. Don't tell anyone. I've had a horrible experience drilling a barrel once, and I haven't gone back to doing it. There's actually a tool that somebody showed me. It's like a pen with the drill on the end, and it's like, it's so good. It's like basically like a drill, right? But you just press the button and it goes, and I might get that because then I won't have to worry about this anymore. Right. I won't have to worry about undrilled barrels. It's like so shameful to have. Let's check. What are the skull masks supposed to look like? All the best. Thanks, Dr. Respect. Appreciate that, man. Silver? Ah, that's dumb. See, this guy's got a white mask. Or like a light gray. Man. Oh, they have like little stripes down the sides of their left shoulder. Okay. You know what? I see. Okay, I see what they're going for. I'm not going to paint it exactly to the box cover because I'm so used to painting these guys a certain way. So I'm going to do it. I'll do it my way. Rust gray first. Or rather the fang. Rust gray on top. This is my favorite part, when a model starts to come alive with the first highlight. And again, having a good brush is really key to doing any kind of feathering highlight. Like, I love doing this feathering effect for my Krieg because it's it just feels like it fits these heavy great coats. You can do long ones like this. You can do short little feathered lines for the the smaller folds like the sleeves, where the cloth bunches up in a little area. Thanks for liking the video, guys. If you'd like to support me, you can send me a super chat. You can check out the products that I tagged. If you don't have them yourself, that also supports my channel. In fact, you just being here, writing comments, telling the algorithm that you enjoy my content, that is a huge help as well. So thank you for hanging out with me this fine day. All right. The second highlight, the pop color, is going to be Fenrisian Gray. You don't need too much of this second highlight, so Tay, have you seen the Forge World Chaos Renegade Militia? I have, yes. My brother said I have his blessing to paint. Nice. Do you have the friggin' ogrins with the potato sacks over their heads like they're out of some horror movie? Oh man, I think there's one there's one ogrin miniature in the Forge World Renegade set that is like holding a Krieg commissar, I think. Like he's about to deliver the crushing blow. Man, you know what, now that I think about it, so many of those Renegade Trader guard models look so good. In fact, I think there's another one that I really like where it's like an ogrin that's guiding two like chaos mutated hounds around. Oh, that's such a good one too. That's really awesome pics. You gotta post up lots of pictures in the Discord so we could see them, because that's fantastic. All right. I think it's just an aesthetic, Dylan. He has the ogrins. Nice. That is so awesome. All right. Where did I take out the Pro acrylic white? I did not. All right, I gotta get a color out. This is the 134th, it's the 143rd. Close enough for me. I always thought the fact that these guys were the 143rd is so funny, because in pager code, that means I love you. Excuse me. I drank a ton of Mexican Coke out of the bottle right before I started streaming, just so that I could keep awake. And now I'm paying for it. I am burping a lot. All right. I think that's, what is it? Is that's a sheath, right? These are bolt cutters, and that's like the, I can't tell what that is. How am I supposed to paint it if I don't know what it is? Oh, the rain is falling outside of my house. Back when I used to live in Hawaii, I used to always use the rain falling as a sign that I need to paint my Night Lords. I always imagine them swooping down in the rain. Which army you like the most and least? The army I like the least is Necrons. I just don't have fun when I paint them. The army I like the most is any kind of Imperial Guard regiment. And don't even get me started on that Astra Militarum stuff. This is the god, son. Although, you know what? I haven't really painted any Sisters of Battle. I'd love to paint some Sisters of Battle. I've been memeing a lot on Sisters of Battle because I think they're so great. They're such a great army. Just like to have in the lore, you can have these beautiful women that are going to battle with bolters and armored with faith. Like, it's such a cool... it's like such a cool aesthetic. Everybody's like, oh, you just want to goon on some Sisters of Battle, but I think it's actually like the fact that you have these human women, these beautiful human women that are in this horrible setting and can still radiate like femininity and beauty. I think that's terrific. And somebody even wrote, he's like, no, the best Sisters of Battle art is the ones where they look as ugly and scarred and just gross as Space Marines and the other armies in the setting. And I'm like, no ways, dude. No ways. Like, if you want ugly minis, then if you want ugly female minis, then go buy their new Drukhari line. I don't get it. Like, they can do pretty female faces. Like some of their, do you remember when they re-released the Drukhari back when they're still called the Dark Eldar, and all the witches and Cavalite warriors with the female faces were like, oh wow, these are some pretty models. Like, they look good. Boggles my mind that like some of the Sisters of Battle, their faces look so not aesthetically pleasing now. When you look at the art, and some of the best Sisters of Battle art is where they're looking, I think, in my opinion, is where they look like beautiful women that happen to be in power armor waving bolters around. Which, okay, have you seen those Mothers of Chaos, like those ones which constantly give birth to the fully modified Space Marines? I have never seen that before. All right, I think I'm ready to do my Krieg iron. So I'm going to look for my Black Templars contrast paint. Blue, I don't need Cantor blue. So funny sometimes. What green shade? Yeah, maybe I'll just stick with that. sometimes I can't find the color, and so I start digging through my bin of colors, and my wife is like, "Can you not?" It's like such an annoying sound. How strong they are as humans. They're close as to Marines in will and close to strength. Yeah, I know. They go into battle with bolters. I think they're so great. I really love them. And I think like Games Workshop is just leaving money on the table by not doing more with them. And some of their faces, yeah, like I said, it's weird because some of the faces of the newest Sisters of Battle models just look really strange. I'll leave it at that. I think you have a chance to make, like, nobody is expecting them to do like Kingdom Death pinups, but like, some of the artwork looks so good. They could so lean into some of that aesthetic if they wanted to. All right, players, we are doing really well. They look so good. These guys look so good once the base colors and the shades and the highlights are on. They're female Marines. It'd take away from us. Exactly. That's a very unpopular opinion if you look at what a lot of people are saying on Twitter and stuff, but that's my opinion too. And Sisters of Silence as well. Sisters of Silence, who are meant to be the psychic equivalent in strength because of their power to the martial equivalent of the female of the Adeptus Custodes. Like, I love the Sisters of Silence, their whole shtick, their whole thing, their whole reason for being, and the Sisters of Battle being this like sorority of sisters. I just hope they're able to tap into that, all the good stuff that is really good about them. All right. Known oil for the silver that is going to remain silver. Agrax Earthshade for all the browns, like the leg wrappings, the boots, the straps, the backpack. I guess mask here, just to give you some shading. So, doing the Cujo. Now I'm nervous. Every time I see Cujo painting pop up in my live stream, I'm like, oh man, Cujo is a master painter. I am nowhere near his level. I'm just trying to pay the bills. Okay, Black Templar contrast on these silver plates. This is my Krieg dark metal recipe. If you can, try not to get it on things that are supposed to stay silver, like the guns, like the hose for his rebreather mask. And if you get any on any other parts, like the blue uniform, then that's not good, but that can be fixed. That's the thing about this hobby, guys. Never stress out. If you're a new painter, or if you're feeling insecure about your skill, don't let your fear keep you from picking up your brush and painting. Every stroke you put down is a stroke closer to mastery, and any mistake you make can be fixed. They're not even mistakes, they're happy little accidents, as Master Ross would say. All right, so as you can see, when I use Black Templar contrast paint, I put it over the silver. It is going to dry with the silver, like some flecks of silver, shiny metallic popping out from underneath. I also do it for the metal on the back of the gloves. Nurglings are adorable. Would a plasma gun glow while put away? I would say no. Yo, you wanna know what's freaky? Guys, I've been working on this fire all night. Like it would not light. I put the logs, the big logs, the little logs. I tried like 5 or 6 fire starters, and my wife is like, "Why can't you light this fire without using lighter fluid or any?" Like I was like really trying to use like small twigs and kindling, and all of a sudden I heard it crackling, and I'm like, "You're alive?" That's so crazy. Oh, the Dianculaba. All right, I just want to share that. That's so crazy because literally I was like stressing out about this fire. I was like, why isn't it lighting? Nothing I was doing was working. I even I melted some coconut oil in a pan, and I rolled up some paper towels and I dipped them in to do like homemade fire starters. And I was like, okay, this is lighting. This is pretty good. And I put them in and nothing caught. And it was fire. Me make fire. Cujo, was did you tell me, or did I learn that you live in an apartment somewhere in Scotland? You ever accidentally build a model wrong? All the time, brother, all the time. In fact, one of my favorite models that I ever painted was a Custodes, like Forge World Custodes character, and the shoulder pad I built upside down by accident. I was so embarrassing. I didn't even notice it until I was finished painting it. Oh no. It's a terrace house. Oh, okay. Tell them you want to put a fireplace in. This was actually a part of the house when my wife and I bought it. Like the fireplace was, God, it doesn't make any sense, you guys. Like a fireplace should be in the middle of a wall, and we love the house so much, and we were able to get such a good price on it. But the fireplace is like tucked into the corner of a room. A fireplace should not be, and it's so small. And I think the previous owner put it in because it'll be right. The previous owner put it in because they really wanted a fireplace, but there is no other way for the ducting in the wall to go. So let me just show. Should be like maybe there, closer to the center of the wall. Right now, it's in the corner of the wall or of the room. It's in the corner of the room. It's so crazy. There's Duchess. Duchess is sleeping, and forgive the mess. Duke is sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. It's 6 o'clock in the morning. I should be sleeping. Duchess is just getting warm by the fireplace. That makes me feel better about putting my talisman arm on wrong. Ah, yeah, no worries. No worries. The way I say it, it's a feature. It's not a bug. Just paint it however you want and just say, yeah, that's how it's always supposed to be. All right. Let's get some mud on the ground. Ooh, it's raining too. My neighbor had a Halloween party down the street, and we went, and my son ate so much chocolate, and I was like, was I like this too? Was I all hopped up on chocolate during the Halloween season? Driving my parents crazy? Probably. I probably was. Somebody told me in my comments that he is on the Discord for the Joy Toy Warhammer 40K, and apparently there's gonna be some really amazing things coming out for Joy Toy soon. He's like, if you're liking what they've been doing, then things are gonna get really crazy. So I'm very excited. I don't actually own any Joy Toy minis, like figures, but sometimes I see them in some of the stores I go to, and they look so good. And the great thing about Joy Toy too is it's a way to cheat if you're really trying to go for the box cover, since they have all of the official like color schemes for everything, where insignia marks go. Like I use their Sentinel as a guide for painting up my Astra Militarum Sentinel. And yeah, like I use their stuff all the time, because Forge World, I mean, they don't really have the best guides sometimes on how to paint them. So I can't wait to see what else is coming out for Joy Toy. What is that mud texture? Yep, it's AK's Terrains Dark Earth diorama series. Muddy Ground. Wait a minute. What? Is it muddy? What? What am I using? I'm gonna believe the label and not believe the cap. Did I switch lids one day when I was working on this? Oh my goodness. This used to be my favorite part about, I don't know if you guys long-term watchers of the channel remember, but I had a Death Corps of Krieg, like a bunch of models that I painted, and I really loved doing the trench basing with the mud and with some barbed wire. So I got this from Green Stuff World. I think I got it on eBay, or did I get it on eBay or Amazon? Maybe eBay. Green Stuff World. 2 pieces of razor wire, photo etched plates. Well, it says barbed wire, but it's like razor wire. It's my favorite. So I spray primed it, and now we're gonna do a little bit. Where's the end of it? Aha, there you are. Games Workshop would make so much money if they made this like an actual razor wire product, and not the one they make right now, which looks like this. Oh no, it doesn't even look this good. This is pretty good razor wire too. Yeah, Death Guard Joy Toy, that'd be good. I recently got into this hobby and I got these reloadable ink pens, loving them. Oh, thanks, Alex Tyler. I don't know if I've ever heard of those. Me and my brother just started using Vallejo Thick Mud, trying them out. Nice. So I think I'll do 2 lengths of this razor wire right there. There's nothing like first getting into the hobby. The feeling of first getting into the hobby and everything is exciting. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but back when I started, Games Workshop had this product, this book series called How to Paint Masterclass. And it was like these blue books, like how to paint miniatures, how to paint terrain, how to paint tanks. Those are some like such good books for the amount of like information that you could get on them. I actually painted my first Night Goblin using what I learned from the How to Paint Miniatures book. All right, don't cut myself now, don't cut myself. This might have been too much, that's okay. Yeah, let's use... I am Frankensteining this, boys and girls. I am Frankensteining my way to victory. Too big. Ow. This is not the way you're supposed to do it. I think about there at an angle. I don't know if we should actually have our boy running through the barbed wire. Oh, you know what? I should probably super glue this down. When I post this on eBay, I'm going to say that I built and painted it up on live stream. Boop. And a boop. Yeah, we'll have our boy running alongside the barbed wire. Do you sell many models on eBay? Cujo, I do not, but when I do, I usually make between like 200 a squad on a good day. I sold a 10-man unit of Deathcore of Krieg resin Forge World minis for 220, I think. The tricky thing is it has been sitting up in my shop since July. So it's nice when you get the notification, oh, somebody just paid you over $200. And it's like, what? Oh, okay. But then, you know, those are few and far between. Unless you are a prolific painter such as yourself, I'm sure you could ask for a lot more money. And I'm sure it would sell a lot faster than my janky looking minis. You know what, I'll cut off the excess later. Let's just get this thing glued in. And then I'll... Too much, I need a super fine applicator. I just slather it with mud. Oh, my ancestors are so ashamed of me right now. Like, what are you doing? Hit it with the Bob Schmith. What are these? These are Deathcore of Krieg minis for the Warhammer 40,000 game. They are called, yeah, the Deathcore of Krieg. These are the command squad. I'm painting them up to look like the box art, but not really, because they changed their color scheme. I've noticed like they've made them look more like dark gray, less baby blue. I'm not really feeling it as much. Yeah, interesting. It's more like a turquoise, hawk turquoise maybe, or thunderhawk blue. I don't know. I prefer the classic Deathcore of Krieg baby blue French coats. All right, now that that is dried somewhat, let's clip off the excess to simulate the edge of the known universe. Can't really get at that. Oh man, this is not going according to plan, but that's okay. You know what? Every failure is like a lesson. It gets you closer to success. Yeah, my whole thing is coming apart. I think I might need to wait till this dries a little bit more, and then I'll put some more mud on the base, cover up these chopsticks. I'm not looking at a Space Marine. No, you're looking at an Imperial Guardsman, Death Corps of Krieg. Serve the Emperor. Yeah, I like the color scheme too. I'm not gonna try it out though because I don't feel like comfortable attempting it, and I want to knock this out as soon as possible. So I might try it in another. What I wanted to do was paint like all of the different various Krieg color schemes, like the green ones, the blue ones, the desert looking ones. So I just wanted to go all classic Krieg for this combat patrol. Jason, that is wild. All right, players, I think I'm going to call it here. I can't paint this until the glue is dried. So thanks for joining me. Looks like my progress is pretty good for now. I'm going to stop here. And I hope you're all having a great day. We'll see you on the next one.